Hey everyone, it's Fet. Got a video for you today. Thought we'd talk about Spinal Tap. So, anyone that's been here at the channel before probably would realize that I'm not a big fan of Rob Reiner's, but I do love the movie Spinal Tap. And they're talking about doing a Spinal Tap too. Well, more than talking about it, it looks like it's a thing. So MSN has a particular take on the topic, so I thought we'd discuss it here. Let's bring this up. So here here we have it says sorry, but Spinal Tap 2 is 30 years too late. Let's find out why they feel that way, because I might agree with them for once. So the upcoming release of Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, has fans of the original cult classic This Is Spinal Tap clamoring with excitement. A new chapter in the saga of David St. Hubbins, Michael McKean, Nigel Tufnell, Christopher Guest, and Derek Smalls, Harry Shearer, along with a never-ending lineup of drummers who all die under unforeseen circumstances, is set to begin. This isn't the first time Spinal Tap has mounted a return since 1984. Sporadic appearances from the comedy troupe, including one on The Simpsons and a follow-up album called Break Like the Wind, are among the most notable. However, the opportunity for the perfect sequel came and went over 30 years ago, which could have seen a satire of one of the most significant cultural shifts in the music landscape. And it's kind of true. Lightning in a bottle doesn't strike twice. This is Spinal Tap arrived at a pivotal moment in the history of hard rock and heavy metal. It sure did. It was a time when the genre was gaining unprecedented popularity and was also ripe for parody. It's true. It's true. Spinal Tap captured lightning in a bottle, lampooning the boisterous stage shows of groups like Kiss and Led Zeppelin. Hey, why is Kiss not highlighted here? Anyway, might be a little biased. And the unabashed debauchery of hedonism of Motley Crue. Yeah. You could play some of the songs performed by Spinal Tap in the film, such as Tonight, I'm Going to Rock You Tonight, Stonehenge, or Stonehenge, as they say, and Sex Farm, baby, alongside some of the material from certain groups of the time. A casual fan might not be able to tell the difference. True. All true so far. Rob Reiner's choice to present This Is Spinal Tap as mockumentary, easy for you to say, is akin to art imitating life. Just a few years earlier, the Sex Pistols underwent a similar tour, which ended in the band self-destructing at its conclusion. Despite being a parody, the musicianship and quality of the songs are certainly present. Yep. Spinal Tap wouldn't be the first effort to poke fun at the commercial success of hard rock and heavy metal were enjoying. A BBC show called I can't read today. A BBC show, The Comic Strip Presents, had its parody band Bad News, which debuted a full year before Reiner's vision took flight. Wow, I didn't know that. And would star many actors who would go on to have future success with the Young Ones. Oh, wow, the Young Ones. I love the Young Ones. I'm surprised I didn't know that. Good comedy can perfectly mirror trends and topics of a particular period. In the case of Spinal Tap, having a proper follow-up would be the definitive example of lightning not striking twice. Okay, so we have a missed opportunity for a sequel. Okay, let's find out why. This Is Spinal Tap arrived at a pivotal moment in the cultural landscape of metal music. One that was wait a second. All right, here we go. This Is Spinal Tap arrived at a pivotal moment in the cultural landscape of metal music, one that was ideal for lampooning. The film depicts the band as having a lengthy career that sees them adopting different genres to stay culturally relevant. And how many bands have done that? Songs like Give Me Some Money and Listen to the Flower People show the group changing its sound to maintain commercial success. In both the film and the fictional band, there's an overriding concept of striking when the iron is hot. There was a follow-up in 1992 with an album called Break Like the Wind. Arriving at the tail end of the commercial success of bands like Guns N' Roses, the album can best be described as more of the same. The songs remain the same, comedic quality, and would even land the group an appearance on The Simpsons, performing the album's title track. Not surprising, considering Harry Shearer's role as a voice actor on the show. Connections. Around the same time, a huge cultural shift occurred. brought about by a group from Seattle. Wonder who that was. Following the release of the album Nevermind, Nirvana single-handedly opened the floodgates for a group of artists now referred to as the grunge movement. Was it single-handedly? I don't think it was single-handedly. Anyway, I think they get way more credit than they deserve. But anyway, and it was all just punk anyway. Popular music underwent a seismic shift, with the hedonism, decadence, and debauchery of many groups being replaced by teenage angst and more serious subject matter. The cultural zeitgeist quickly capitalized on this success, especially in films like Singles. This is Spinal Tap reflected the musical landscape of an era and did so with comedic flair. For a band always changing its style to adapt to trends and changes, the concept of the film suddenly going grunge seems like the perfect opportunity for a sequel. Okay, I see where they're going with this. Going from performing songs like Stonehenge to new material aimed at angst-ridden teenagers, made even more comical because of the age difference between the band and its younger audience. I mean, that could be funny. Could have been the premise for a movie and potentially coming a potential comedy album and maybe more. In a sequel that would have been Spinal Tap going grunge, the jokes practically write themselves, considering the massive difference that accompanied popular music in the time between. This is Spinal Tap's theatrical run and the release of Nevermind. Oh, what might have been. So where can I watch the Spinal Tap movies? This is Spinal Tap, the classic 1984 comedy directed by you-know-who. Is currently streaming on Amazon Prime and Canopy. Never even heard of Canopy. The long-awaited sequel, Spinal Tap 2, The End Continues, is set to hit theaters September 2025. So that's, I don't know. Maybe for once I agree with MSN. Yeah, it might be a little too late. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. How are they exactly going to parody today's music? Because today, okay, this may be personal opinion, but today's music, I mean, it has no soul, no life of its own. Do you know what I mean? Even metal in most cases, it's pretty lackluster. So I don't know. Yeah, I think it was a missed opportunity. And as much as I hate to say it, I think I agree with MSN. And that kind of would have been funny. Actually, no, I'm no fan of grunge. It probably would have been funny to see them, because I mean, that would have been a next evolution, for them. After metal would have been grunge. So I don't know. We'll see. Could be funny. Could be catastrophic, but I guess we'll find out. What are your thoughts? Fan of Spinal Tap? Looking forward to a sequel? Let me know down there in the comments below. And if you're new to the channel, please like, subscribe, and share to help a mofo out. Thanks a lot, man. Stay strong, Fet Force. Fet out.
Exit light, pursue night, grasp your prey, hold on tight, dreamless.